got home to our house in Pennsylvania from the cottage, and Ricardo just installed these big mirrors on our truck, and they look so good. This is my first time seeing them. It is currently Tuesday, and I have been vlogging different parts of my week so far. I am currently in my living room. I am drinking a matcha that I made a little bit earlier today. I still have some left, and I'm going to drink this while doing some things in the kitchen. I am making some sourdough, and I have been taking the vlog around for parts of my week. I am so excited to be vlogging my week. I have a new change in my schedule, and it allows me to try to make time for this, and so I'm really hoping that I can do that. I'm trying it out. I just got done resting a little bit. I haven't really talked about this on my social media too much. Actually, I don't think I've talked about it at all. I've documented parts of my journey with this, but this pregnancy for me has been really hard so far for me personally, and it's been hard because we've had unexpected medical things happen. So all that to say, maybe I'll talk about it sometime, or talk about it maybe in a vlog, but we have had some really hard medical things happen unexpectedly, and me and the baby are okay, and I'm so grateful to God that is the state of things, and that the baby is just healthy and well, and so am I. And so I just got done taking a rest because I need to take rest throughout my day, so I plan that into my day. But I am currently 19 weeks pregnant and 1 or 2 days, I think. I'll show you guys my bump. This is my bump. I haven't really documented it too much so far because there's been so many things that has been going on behind the scenes, but I am just so grateful for how things are going right now. So like I said, I was resting, and I actually was watching Chloe, not Quincy. I was watching Chloe on the TV. I discovered Quincy and Chloe maybe like a week ago. They're sisters and they're creators, and I love them. And so I have been resting and drinking my matcha. My son, Archangel, is a little under the weather after returning from our travels. We got back from the cottage on Sunday, and we spent all last week away in upstate, and we are back this week in our house in Pennsylvania. And so I'm taking in this week. I have a lot of things on the agenda for this week that have to get done, and so I'm taking you along for my whole week, and I hope that you enjoy it. And here's to today. Cheers. Okay, I am in my kitchen and I am starting my sourdough. Let me show you how it looks right now. This is the sourdough. I'm going to turn on some lights in my kitchen so that we can see. We got some meat from a market in New York, and I'm going to make this for dinner. I'm not going to be here for dinner tonight for like the first time in a very long time. I'm going out with my sister-in-law, but I am making this for the boys, and I also have my sourdough prepped, started, the other measurements right there waiting for me, and then I fed more of my sourdough. The house is quiet and I am just about to leave in a few minutes to go to the movies with my sister-in-law for the night, and I kind of just got things ready for Ricardo. He's on his way home for the night. That it's small?
I feel like, yeah.
Is Andrea here yet?
Okay, I'm home from the movies, and I made some TikToks while I was there with my sister-in-law, and I actually probably inserted them into the vlog right before this clip, and so you may have already seen them, but we usually try to plan our outfits together, and when I asked her, she really wanted to do like a comfy outfit, and so we made TikToks about how like when you're trying to dress more feminine and then you show up looking like a boy to the function, and I basically just look like I just have sweatpants on and this little shirt, and anyways, so I am home now and I'm in the kitchen. I just finished doing some things that I have to do before I go to sleep. So I worked on my sourdough a little bit. When I got home, the sourdough was risen so beautifully, and I just added water and salt to the sourdough, and it's gonna go in the fridge overnight. I can show you guys how it looks right now. I just did the like stretch and fold to it, so I added in the last little steps that I have to do for the night, and I'm gonna put a plate on top of it, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I'll finish the steps in the morning, and then I'll bake this fresh tomorrow. It's always like a 2-day process for me, and then I'll show you my sourdough starter as well. So this is my starter, and as you can see, it's so like perfect and beautiful, and it's basically like really bubbly, and if you can see all of the bubbles. So I'm gonna keep this alive, and I'm sorry, like when I don't use it a lot, I keep it in my refrigerator because I obviously don't want it to go bad. But I am gonna be baking and cooking a lot more. I talked a little bit about a change in my schedule earlier today, and essentially I am no longer working my full-time job that I've had for the last almost 3 years. I worked remote and from home, but I have never been in motherhood not working before, like working like at a job. And this is my first week of not having that job anymore and intentionally entering into a new chapter of my life. And I have so many thoughts about it, and like so many things that I'm like planning and working through. But part of that, a portion of that is doing things like this that I really didn't have time for before, because all of those hours would have been, all of my hours were given towards my son or work in my day, essentially. And so now it's very different, and I'm starting a new chapter. And so anyways, we'll see what we make tomorrow. What should we make? Like muffins or something? Anyways, I am going to fill up my Stanley. Ricardo is watching an NBA game in bed. Archangel has been sleeping for a little while, and so I got home. He was already asleep, already put down, and I guess I just get to enjoy the rest of the night. And I'm not gonna do a full like nightly cleanup. Normally I would, but I did a cleanup before I left, and there's just a few things out from the boys being here all night together, and I'm so glad that they actually had such a cute night in together, and Ricardo was sending me pictures of their night together. So anyways, I'm gonna fill up my Stanley, I'm gonna bring it to my bedside, and I'm going to go into bed and rest, and I will see you guys in the morning. just made myself this coffee. I showed a little bit of me making it in the kitchen, but I made myself a mocha latte, and I made it hot today. I have been a little bit under the weather the last few days, and I'm still recovering, but I have some plans for the day, and I reset the house this morning and kind of did a reset Saturday. I normally do reset Sundays, but I did it today, and I am just about to drink my coffee and have some lunch, and I think I'm going to watch something, so I will show you guys my lunch in a minute. We are having some afternoon lunch outside, and it's so beautiful.